sustainability, innovation, collaboration, and being secure. All of this are built around the foundation of our future progress. And this inaugural session with our Honorable Raksha Mantri Ji and such a powerful defense leadership makes this such an apt inaugural indeed. Once again, I'd just like to welcome our Honorable Shri Raksha Mantri to this inaugural session of the CII Annual Business Summit 2025. And ladies and gentlemen, do join me in welcoming this strong panel here led by our Honorable Raksha Mantri Ji. Thank you. May I now request Mr. Sanjeev Puri, the President of CII, to give his remarks, please.
Honorable Raksha Mantri Ji, Shri Rajnath Singh Ji, Chiefs of our Defence Forces, Defence Secretary, Chairman DRDO, my colleagues from CII, Baba, CB, my colleagues from the industry, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. It's a privilege for me to welcome you to this inaugural plenary of the CII Annual Business Summit 2025. It's indeed Honorable Raksha Mantri Ji has agreed to inaugurate the summit. His presence today is particularly valuable and special to us following the great success of Operation Sindhu. Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi Ji has set a new benchmark for India's strategic response to terrorism with Operation Sindhu. Precision and calibrated nature of the operation reflect India's growing strategic maturity and serve as a powerful testament to our advanced defense capabilities and preparedness. Honorable Raksha Mantri Ji, we in the industry deeply appreciate the calm and astute manner with which you have steered the country's defense forces during these difficult times. You have assured all that India's security is paramount and that our development journey is indeed well protected. On behalf of all of us, on behalf of CII, the industry, I have great pleasure in saluting our armed forces for their valor, their professionalism and dedication. We are all indeed very proud of them. We in CII firmly support the government's decisive and measured action for safeguarding our national interests. Honorable Minister, in line with this approach, this year's Annual Business Summit has taken up the theme of building trust, India first. Despite global turbulences and uncertainty, India's economy demonstrates resilience, with an average economic growth rate of 8.3% during 22-25. This robust growth is attributable to India's long-term pursuit of purposeful reforms. Led by Honorable Prime Minister, major policies of growth have been instituted over the years. Infrastructure, technology, sustainability, and inclusion of disadvantaged sections of society have defined our progress. As global supply chains pivot, India has a generational opportunity to position itself as a destination of choice. In fact, the defense sector is central to this shift.
We would also like to felicitate our Chiefs of Armed Forces, Defence Secretary and the Secretary Defence R&D and Chairman DRDO to express our deepest respect and gratitude for their
Honorable Raksha Mantri Sri Rajnath Singh Ji, as well as the Party Chief of Naval Staff, Air Chief Marshal A.P. Singh, Chief of the Air Staff, Lieutenant General R. Subramani, Vice Chief of the Army Staff, Sri R.K. Singh, Secretary Defense, Dr. Samir Raman, Chairman DRDO, senior officials from the Ministry of Defense and Armed Forces, my fellow colleagues from the Indian industry, CI President Sanjeev Puri, Vice President Rajiv, and President Banerjee, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have learned one of the most exquisite talk from our Honorable Defense Minister on how the defense industry has been able to, I would say, conclude operations in the most efficient manner. We are very, first I will extend my deepest gratitude to the Honorable Raksha Mantri Sri Rajnath Singh Ji. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation to be the chief guest for this august occasion. Your presence today and unwavering commitment to India's national security, industrial sovereignty, and strategic autonomy continue to inspire us across the Indian industry. Your leadership is a guiding light to us as we chart our journey towards a Shashank Bharat and an Atmanirbhar Bharat. As you rightly expressed, Operation Sindoor was not merely a military action, but a symbol of India's political, social, and strategic willpower. The Indian industry also views this operation as a significant milestone that exemplifies India's rising status as a technologically advanced, strategically poised, and a self-reliant military power. Executed with strategic clarity and precise coordination, it showcased not only the operational brilliance of the Indian Armed Forces, but also the growing strength of India's indigenous defense manufacturing ecosystem. And for that you have to thank our Chairman DRDO and his entire team for supporting the creation of the indigenous manufacturing of defense. In your august presence, and on behalf of the entire industry, I offer my salute to Honorable Prime Minister, led decisive and strong political leadership, the three services, Army, Air Force, Navy, for their courage and exemplary execution, the Central Armed Police Forces, including the Border Security Force, for their ground operations, the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, the technological backbone of the vibrant Indian defense ecosystem, Dr. Samir Raman, and all the former scientists who contributed to realizing the indigenous tech-enabled products that were instrumental in offering India the distinct edge and success. Ladies and gentlemen, in the backdrop of accelerated and path-breaking reforms promulgated over the past 7-8 years, India has today emerged as a global hub for defense manufacturing. A hub that is trusted, capable, and resilient, with record high defense production, surge in exports, and a new partnership emerging every year. But the most profound shift in the mindset, which Dr. Raksha Mantri ji referred, आपने कहा हमने संयम से काम लिया. I will explain this in English. We fought this conflict very smartly by the Indian Armed Forces. We acted fast to do that. Now, as industry, we also have to take the responsibility to build equipment fast so that we can provide our armed forces more and much more than what they have today and what they will need in the future. There is now a growing confidence in Indian design, Indian quality and Indian innovation. And the international partners, जैसे कि श्री राजनाथ सिंह जी ने कहा कि आज इंडिया काफी डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट एक्सपोर्ट कर रही है, करीबन हम 100 देशों में एक्सपोर्ट कर रही है. तो ये अभी बढ़ते जाएगा, इससे इंडियन इंडस्ट्री इंक्लूडिंग एमएसएमई जिनका पार्टनरशिप ये प्रोडक्शन में है, उनका भी कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ेगा और एक बड़ी इकोसिस्टम डिफेंस इंडस्ट्री के लिए तैयार होगी। ये बहुत जरूरी है इंडिया के लिए। कॉन्फिडेंस इज आवर एबिलिटी टू डिलीवर एट स्केल एंड क्वालिटी। एक चीज मिसिंग है हमारे सिस्टम में, वो है स्केल। वी हैव टू लर्न हाउ टू बी स्केल। The India first principle, as I told to this summit, this is the principle of the summit, trust and India first. And I think our Honorable Prime Minister, our Honorable Defense Minister has been talking about it. This is extremely important in terms of understanding that to build a nation, you need to put the nation first. And I'll give you an example. I've said this for the last 5 years many times. I've also said this to the Honorable Defense Minister in one of the sessions that we have had. It's a matter of great pride that we have now become the 4th largest economy at $4.2 trillion. And I'm sure Honorable Rajnath ji, आप जब अगली बार यहाँ आएंगे तो 4 नंबर से 3 नंबर पे आएंगे। As a country, India must rapidly move in the direction of building an innovation-driven economy, a products nation. We can't be a service nation all our lives. We have to become a products nation. And a product nation where products are produced with our own innovation and our own technology. Several of you may be aware of my constant reference, which I talked a minute ago. This is about a book titled Freedom Forge. ये हमको पसंद है क्योंकि इसमें forge शब्द आता है जो हमारे business का we are in the forging business, so that's how my kind of attachment to it. It's a book written by a gentleman called Arthur Henman, a historian, who captures that during World War II, how the American industry came together to build a massive military force, an arsenal of democracy within a span of 4.5 years, and help the Allied powers prevail over the axis of evil. जैसे राजनाथ सिंह जी ने कहा कि you have to put nation first, आपके nationalism होनी चाहिए. Exactly the same thing happened when President Roosevelt started this program. He called a gentleman called Bill Connection, who was that time president of General Motors. In 1939 की बात है, just before World War II had started, and he called him to Washington. उन्होंने उनसे कहा कि आप हमारे लिए एक मिलिट्री इंडस्ट्रियल बेस तैयार करो यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स के, और ये तुम्हारा ऑफिस है और तुमको $1 पर ईयर तनख्वाह मिलेगी, आप देश के लिए काम करो। उन्होंने उनके जैसे 4-5 लोगों को पकड़ा। एक शिप बिल्डिंग में एक्सपर्ट था, एक एयरक्राफ्ट में एक्सपर्ट था, एक गन्स में एक्सपर्ट था, और वो उनको लेके उन्होंने सब कंपनीज में जैसे जनरल मोटर्स हो या फोर्ड मोटर्स हो या रेफ्रिजरेटर बनाने वाली कंपनी में मिलिट्री इक्विपमेंट बनाने, और 4.5 साल में आपको आश्चर्य लगेगा उन्होंने 3,24,000 फाइटर एयरक्राफ्ट बनाए। 3,24,000 4.5 साल में। आप उसका एक अनुमान लगाइए कि एक दिन में कितने बनते हैं। अगर 3,24,000 4.5 साल multiplied by 300 days would be roughly about 1,200 working days. 1,200 working days made 3,24,000 aircraft and 3.5 aircraft per day. आज हम कितने बनाते हैं per year? Anybody knows?
12.
So scale, ये जो चीज है scale, we have to learn to get to scale. There are many other things. We made 141 aircraft carriers in 4.5 years. They may be smaller aircraft carriers, doesn't matter. 141. This is the power of nationalism. This is the power of being, putting the nation first and being patriotic about your own country. So यही मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कि ऑनरेबल रक्षा मंत्री जी ने जो कहा कि आपको देश के बारे में सोचना चाहिए, ये एक एग्जाम्पल था। इसी के साथ मैं एक आश्वासन देना चाहता हूँ अपने ऑनरेबल डिफेंस मिनिस्टर को कि पूरी इंडस्ट्री आपके साथ है, पूरी इंडस्ट्री आपके साथ काम करेगी और हमारे सबके तरफ से पूरे आर्म फोर्सेस और आपको डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री को बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन। जय हिंद।
Thank you, Mr. Yaman. With that, we conclude the inaugural plenary session.